Hello and welcome back to Fast Replays Done Fast. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Tier 9 German tank destroyer, the Jagdtiger. Basically, as far as the armor goes, this is no longer a weak spot for the upper glacis. It used to be. You're looking at about 220. I realize this says 250. The only area that's 250 is this right here. Your mantlet is about 330 or so, but because of the spaced armor, this upper glacis here is about 210 to 220, somewhere around there, depending on where, as farther back you go. Your lower glacis is about 175. Your side armor is only 80, but if you angle it roughly about there, or more, angled side scraping wise, you're going to ricochet. This is basically an auto bounce. And then your front is about 220 to 230 here at this angle. Your lower glacis never gets above 200 unless you're, like this. But for angling purposes, if you go any farther, they're going to be able to pin this side. So you keep it right about there, roughly 20-30 degrees. You'll be good to go. Your cannon on it, your gun, top gun is, got two different choices basically. Top gun is 276 penetration, 560 alpha. Your first gun is 246, 490 alpha. This is the top gun off from the Ferdinand or the Jagdpanther 2, which it's still, it's a good gun. It serves you well until you can unlock this, because 246 pin is nothing to sneeze at. But once you get to the 276, Tier 10 becomes a lot easier to deal with. And the 560 alpha, I regularly roll over 600 with it. I think the highest I've seen is 623, I think is the highest that I've had, but 633, something like that. I don't know, this says 700 damage. I've never hit anybody for 700 or even, within 70 points of that I remember. But other than that, obviously your rear hull is no good either. So, as long as you can keep your front to whoever's attacking you, you should be pretty good. If you can keep it hull down to where the only thing they can see is, your superstructure up here. Dealing with Tier 9s and Tier 10s is, they can still pin you, but if you angle it, a little bit while you're not shooting, just kind of like the E100, you angle that superstructure a little bit, you can see it doesn't have much of an angle to it. So the more you can angle this, if you can get it like that, like I said, 20-30 degrees, you can get this up to 270 basically. It's 266, I think, depending on the angle. But at that good angle where you're still going to bounce here, this is about 266. Which, like I said, you can block your 10 shots with. So traverse speed is 26. It's a kind of a slow tank. It's only 700 horsepower, so it's, you're less than 10 tons per horsepower, or I should say you're more than, or sorry, yeah, you're less than, you're like 9 point something if I remember right. Anyway, 2100 hit points, which is excellent. That was buffed in the last patch, I believe, or the patch before that. Used to be 1800. So, and view range is 390. I don't have a gun rammer for it. I probably should buy one, but 10 seconds, almost 11 seconds for the reload speed is pretty good. I could bring that down a second basically, but I probably should buy one. But I just run a toolbox just to try and get my tracks back up in case they track me. Binoculars and a camo net. I try to stay back in the battle, as most people do with their their TDs. But anyway, not much else to be said. So let's take it into a battle. Alrighty, so we got a tier 9 matchup. I usually head to the left over here. I'll sit back. The one thing, this gun does have excellent dispersion. That's 0.32, I believe. Aim time is about 2.2 seconds. So it's meant to be a sniping tank. Tank destroyer, I should say. That's its bread and butter. You can shoot from pretty far away, pretty accurately with that dispersion. Well, hopefully I can get over here before too much is spotted so I can get some shots into him. I like to sit over here. And pretty much just there should be something to shoot at here. Hopefully they bring. See how small that reticle is. I can try and pin his upper. Yeah. Top of his roof can be pinned. See, the reload time isn't that bad.
Der ging nicht durch.
Needs to come up just a little bit more. Here's this.
Wirkungstreffer.
Back up just so I don't get hit by anything. Move around so the artillery doesn't shoot me. Yeah. Just barely missing his roof there, it looked like. Now that he's moving up.
It's a trap.
Won't be able to pin my superstructure, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, he's
Wir haben sie. It's a trap.
and that's it for him. So let me move a little bit so I don't get RD'd. I'm going to move up this flank. A little, I don't know, that, I'm worried about where the object is sitting. We're going to move up behind this Panzer, Jagdtiger, I should say, a little bit. We can get a shot in. They could spot something over there for us. We could get a shot over there. That's a pretty low roll. I think that's just about minimum. close to minimum at least. Might be able to hit the... Oh, I can hit the mutts on the backside. Oh. This is at an extreme range, so... But if he sits there for me, I can certainly...
Erwischt.
Line shot him. So we'll continue to move up on this side. You can see it just, you gotta... It's not a frontline tank.
It's a trap!
I'm spotted here. I don't know by what, but... Nothing shot at me. I don't know what. Must have been maybe that Centurion over there. I don't know why he wants me to move back unless he wants the damage. Maybe to just keep the other side safe. It's kind of screwed, and got everybody arguing in chat as always. So I'm gonna move back, camp.
It's a trap!
I don't know if that Centurion spotted me. Maybe the mutts back there. There we go. Little block damage. That was a decent sized shell, so that was probably the 7-1. So it's all up to me. And I'm gonna get spotted once I peek this, most likely.
It's a trap!
That was a poor shot on my part.
Ziel erfasst! Gegnerfahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
Oh, I got the other
Bereit
mutts.
zu feuern!
You can see the turret or the traverse speed is
Das war's für uns!
too
Raus
many.
hier!
Anyway, that's not a very good sign. You got team killing and whatnot, but 2,600 damage, 850 blocked. So we'll run it out again. And so we got a tier 10 match this one. And these are both perfect opportunities. Both of these maps were perfect for this tank as far as at least the way I play it, sitting back and sniping. I'm gonna head down here to D8, watch this other side. I can guarantee there's gonna be at least a scout or a couple mediums that are gonna come to this side. So. As you can tell, I can basically hide the lower plate and my upper glacis pretty effectively behind this rock. And with my view range, I can see all the way across. Just hope there's something that pops up. Otherwise, it's going to be an awfully boring review on this one. But doesn't look like anything's coming this way for some reason. Normally you get at least one scout. They don't have any scouts, but it's mediums. A lot of TDs, so this is going to be a big camping affair. And there's Conway on that other side. He's behind that rock. He was a little farther out. Could have hit him. So we're going to head over, see if we can get some shots into the little canyon that's over in C2 there. As you can see, the 75 tons is pretty tough to get up a hill. It doesn't have very good, the Conway is down. Doesn't have very good, doesn't have the grunt that it needs with only 700 horsepower. It just I don't know why the 59 Patton's wondering if we're ready or not, but T95 is going to be a tough nut to crack. Can hit him from the side over here if he backs up far enough. Let's see if he backs up far enough, and whether he's going to be spotted again. I'll let him know you can't hit what you can't see. The guy didn't come out past this rock. So, got a 59 Patton here that 13,000 games, he should know. Now that they're down in the... He's creeping up, and this guy's gonna still be sitting behind that rock. I don't see him moving up any farther.
Ha! Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
So you can move. That 59 Pat needs to get around and flank him. He's fast enough. See that a bit surprised no one's come down this side. Mutts may. Nice shot by the artillery there.
Wir haben sie nicht mal
Got him
angekratzt.
tracked for that Foch.
It's a trap.
Getting one more shot into him here. Track.
Wirkungstreffer. It's a trap.
Foch can put one more shot into him.
Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
And now they should be streaming back down. Just like that. We get a shot into the backside of him.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
Would have been nice to be able to set him on fire, but that's okay. I don't know if I'll get a reload on.
It's a trap. Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
That's that. So we did 865 damage. Not a very good game by any means, but 1,867. Sorry, 10,000 credits. It's The shells are about 1,000, a little over 1,000 a piece, like 1,100, 1,200, something like that. But as long as you can do damage with it, you're going to make credits. It's not like some of the other Tier 9, Tier 10 tanks where you can do 3,000 damage and still lose credits in it. You can see I only did 1,800. Didn't have any spotting. Didn't have any block damage. Nothing like that. I hit all of my shots. Penetrated 5 out of the 6. So as long as you can do that, you can make money in it without a premium account. But not an outstanding game, but and neither was this technically, 2,600 damage, but once again, without the, I didn't hit, I only hit 7 out of the 11, and 6 of them, but if I hadn't have died, I still would have made credits in it. So, it all depends on if you like non-turreted TDs. If you don't like them, you're not going to like this, because the traverse just isn't that great. I mean, it's not bad. You could see that Mutz was having a hard time getting around me, but he wasn't real close to me either, and the Mutz isn't exceptionally fast. But it's a decent TD. There's nothing, nothing outstanding about it, but I don't see any weaknesses necessarily, or a lot of weaknesses either. It doesn't, the superstructure is excellent. And your lower plate, as long as you can keep that covered, and partially your upper plate, they wouldn't have been able to do damage to me in the first place that I was sitting on El Loof. So that's my fast review done fast for the Jagdtiger, the Tier 9 German tank destroyer. Leave a comment, a like, and subscribe if you want to see more. And we'll see you next time.